Recording in progress.
Hello, Mr. Charita. We are going to start, right?
Yes.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, let's start, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Good evening, UI UX rockstars. Welcome to workshop number 3, the final workshop of Mora UXplore 2.0, proudly brought to you by the IEEE student branch of the University of Moratuwa. We are pleased to have you here as we dive into user-centered and industry-oriented UI UX. In this session, we will be focusing on the core principles of user-centered design, putting users at the heart of the design process to create amazing user experiences. We'll also explore industry-level UI UX development, sharing best practices, workflows, and how design and development come together in real-world industry projects. And at the end of the workshop, we'll be sharing updates and competition details regarding the semi-final round. So stay tuned till the end of the workshop for all that and more. To take you through this journey, we have the privilege of welcoming a notable industry leader and a global telco powerhouse as the workshop partner. Any guesses? Yes, it's none other than Wavenet. Please join me in welcoming the amazing team of UI UX experts from Wavenet joining us today. Mr. Mishan Gunawira, UI UX lead, Mr. Janita Kurupu, senior UI UX engineer, Mr. Charita Veerasekhara, intern UI UX. With that, let's move on to the main focus of today's workshop. To guide us through user-centered and industry-oriented UI UX, I extend a warm invitation to the workshop co-conductors of the day, Mr. Mishan Gunawira, Mr. Janita Kurupu, and Mr. Charita Veerasekhara to take on the spotlight.
Yeah, I hope I'm audible to all of you.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you to all of you for joining the workshop with us. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Shanari Fernando. I work as the Senior HR Executive here at Wavenet. So before we dive into the main part of today's workshop, I will give you a quick briefing on who we are and what we do here. So Wavenet has been in the telecom and healthcare industry for over 20 years now. Wavenet sits at the intersection of artificial intelligence and digital transformation. We help enterprises optimize, monetize, and secure digital business for the future. So what we do here is serious engineering work, and we use programming languages like Erlang, Elixir, Java, Angular, along with cloud services such as AWS and Azure, as well as DevOps tools and AI. In terms of our employees, we have over 240 talented individuals working with us, both locally as well as outside Sri Lanka. Our headquarters is located in Singapore, and our tech hub is located here in Sri Lanka, And we also have offices in other countries like Malaysia, Kenya, Colombia, Australia, and Romania. In the next slide, we have a snapshot of our customers. So this is how our customer base has been spread across the globe. So we currently have more than 30 customers that we are catering to, covering the APAC, Africa, and LATAM regions. In the next slide, we have a snapshot of our culture. We always try to keep a sociable and a very light culture here at Wavenet. We engage and collaborate with each other to organize various types of events and fun activities so all of our employees can enjoy and have a friendly environment here. So all in all of these things leads us to achieving our vision. And our ultimate vision is to be a leader in delivering innovation that drives digital transformation. So that's Wavenet in a nutshell for you. I hope you got a bit of an understanding about our company. With that, I would like to hand over the proceedings to Charita Veerasekara to take things forward.
Thank you, Sonali. Let's start by understanding user interface design. I think you can hear me. Can anyone confirm?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay. User interface is where human interact with computers. Simply, we can take it is the point of connection between us and our devices. UI design combines creativity and technology to create visually appealing and user-friendly interfaces for website, app, and software. As UI designers, we shape how people interact with technology, making their experiences seamless and enjoyable. And also, it is not just about making things look good, but also about ensuring they are easy and easy to use. This is the essence of UI design. Next slide, please. Next, let's talk about user experience or UX. User experience is all about understanding and improving the way users interact with products. It is about making sure using the product is a good experience. We study users' needs, goals, and problems by doing research, observing, and interviewing them. This helps us understand what users really want. For example, think about old remote previous slide, please. For example, think about old remote controls versus new one. Old remote were bulky and had many buttons, making them hard to use. So new remotes are simple and easy to use, which makes the experience better. This is what UX is all about, improving the way people use products. Next slide. Now let's look at the difference between UI and UX with simple example. Imagine a glass bottles and plastic bottle. These bottles are like UI. It is about how the product looks and feels. In the image, you can see two people. One person is struggling to pour sauce from glass bottle, while the other is easily pouring sauce from plastic bottle. This shows the difference between UI and UX. The glass bottle might look nice, but it is hard to use. The experience is not good. The plastic bottle might not look fancy, but it's easy to use and give a better experience. The second image shows a road built and very good look there, but the person takes a shortcut. This means that while good UI is important, UX is about making the whole journey easy and efficient. So while UI focuses on the design and appearance, UX is about the whole experience of using the product. Both are important for creating a good product. Next slide. Let's talk about how UI and UX are important in the industry and how they help businesses. In here, this image, one person says, we follow all the best practices in UX design. And another person replies, but our stock price has gone down. This shows that even if we follow good UX practices, they must also align with the business goals. In the industry, teamwork is crucial. UI and UX designers need to work closely with developers, marketers, and stakeholders for create designs that look good and work well. A strong UI UX strategy can increase customer satisfaction, improve brand loyalty, and boost conversion rate. Next slide. Now let's see how UI and UI UX design impact businesses. Customer satisfaction. In here, good UI UX design make users happy by making things easy to use and reducing frustration. That is the important factor. Brand loyalty. A good user experience makes people want to use the product again, which builds loyalty to the brand. Next one is conversion rates. When the design is good, more people will complete action like making or purchasing or signing up for services. Next one is competitive advantage. Companies with better UI UX design stand out in the market and attract more customers. To achieve these benefits, teams need to work together. And also, this teamwork is essential for success in today's competitive market. Next, I hand over the presentation to Janita.
So thank you, Charita. So let's start about that. What is you waiting for that user-centered design, and what user-centered design is. So user-centered design is a design process that focuses on users and so their needs in each phase of designs. So and what is so in this what is in this interactive design process? The interactive is the keyword here, because we need to do this process over and over again to identify and optimize our solutions for the user needs. So for the simple understand to process, I break down it to 4 main phases. So if you Google this topic, you will find a lot of different diagrams about this process. But to understand this concept simply, this is enough for you for now. So, and as I said already, the user-centered design is always about that testing and going back through the process as many times as possible. So that's why there is a lot of arrows in this diagram, because once you go into the next step, you have to make sure that what you're doing is actually following through the full journey. So the first step is the understand the user. The most importantly, understand context of use and how to users are going to use the app, like in what environment and what under what condition, whether they are into harsh condition like rain season or a lot of heat or cold, and maybe even they are rushing to the work or jogging or relaxing, something like that. So next step will be that you have to specify the user needs and most important the business goals. So these two like a wheel of your products, like a bicycle. So bicycle has 2 wheels and it's balance and keeping the foundation of the bicycle to balance and keep moving the bicycle into forward. So like that. So whatever you are designing, both of these factors, the business goals and user need, you should combine to create going to build a better product which suit both user needs and the business goals. So let's focus on the research part. So in research, as I mentioned earlier, it's all about the understanding user and the problems that they are facing. At that point, there are three key things needs to ask. Who are your designs for? What problems do these users have? And what is the context of this problem? So in order to properly understand the problem, you need to create a problem statement first. So problem statement is a clear, concise description of user problem that we need to solve. So it needs to address like who is affected by problem and what problem do these users have and what are the contexts of this problem. So, and that's the first case of user-centered design. In about to create that problem and doing the research on it, you have to validate your assumptions. And during that, you should also ask in when do they have this problem and what are the consequences? What would be the benefits of if the problem is question was solved after you giving the solution for them. So to do the research, and there are a lot of things you can do. So there's a primary research and secondary research, and a lot of different ways. And while trying to do this phase, it's actually deeper level to understand and make sure that problems you identify is actually a real problem, and you get into that root cause. So in primary research, you can do direct interviews. It's in primary research, you are directly interact with the customer. Secondary research, you are interact with customer, but in the other ways. So like in primary research, you can do interviews, direct observation, context of experience, so something like that. So in secondary research, you have to gather the data going through that like a third-party section, like internal data, government statistics, newspaper, and you also have university research resources, so something like that. So in next phase, after you do your research, so this looks familiar to most of you, I'm sure. So it's look pretty similar to the resume. So it's taking everything that you learn from user research and putting it to kind of profile sort of to understand each persona. So there may be one person or maybe several. If you have several personas, make sure that understand the difference between them, because several personas mix with different needs and goals. Because data products is for everyone, but it has to address that everyone means multiple people. So not we didn't develop or design this product for one person, so around the one persona. So we have to make sure we gather the every data. We gather the multiple. If you can do the multiple personas, though it will be better and it will be give you accurate result for research. So in here you see high-level goals, and this is an important part in every personas. And when there are frustrations like pain points and what are they facing, something like that. So this include a little bit about themselves, like what motive they have and why and how they works in that ways, like those things. So now you've done your user research part, and now you know who you designs for and you know what their problems is. So, but it's not time to start design yet. We can jump to the design as we know the user who we are. We have to identify another most important thing. So now we need to check that it will align with the business requirement, which means you have to make sure that essentially your business requirement is there to make the design process a reality. Like what is revenue stream going to be, what key partnership on internal and external basis do you need to make, and what resource are you going to be vital to get your design process up and running, like things like that, most crucial things. So this part is very important to before starting your designs to build your new product or service. So, okay. Let's start with the process. Now we have come to the design phase, and this is where you're going to ideate your ideate the idea and solution for your app or product or service, whatever you think I'm going to do. So we are going to find design solutions to problems we defined at the previous stage in the research. So you can conduct ideation session in person or remotely, and there's both way. You can do either way. For in person sessions, for in the person sessions, you will need some materials like pens, markers, sticky notes, whiteboard, and most importantly, a dedicated space. Like for remote sessions, you will need some sort of communicator like Google Meet, MS Team, and this like Zoom as we using now. And as well, some virtual space like Figma Jam or Drovio or Miro, something tools like that. So one of your team member needs to guide the session as a facilitator. Your team need to guide inspiration and activities to get the process started. So this will help to brainstorm the idea that creation of new concepts for the from that central idea what you are going to find out from the research. So once the brainstorming session complete, it's like a brainstorming session. So if this brainstorming session completes, the ideas must be collected and categorized and narrow down so that team can collaboratively can select the best solution for your problem. Like in this case, your app, so product or service. So once this is done, you can move to the activities of next stage of prototyping. So those including things like user journeys, user flows, information architecture, and service blueprints like that. So in user journey map is a visualization of the process that the user goes through in order to accomplish a goal. So it should be visualize what user are going through, like in each step in stage where your user are going to do and what they have to what they are interacting with, like digital touchprints and physical touchprints, both of them. In user flow is a path that take by a user through service to complete the task. So it's like when the user come to your app, then he go to the welcome page and he select the task. Like let's say you have a task creating application, so he has to select the task. If he success, he can go to the detail page, and he can search finding it is failed. He have to redirect to the error page. Most of everything you have to put it in this user flow. Then you can get a clear understanding and clear visual what you are going to build, how many pages you are building, what are the process, and this way pace also help to identify the development level issues, development level dependencies, and resources you need in future developments. So these are very crucial steps. So next is the information architecture. The information architecture is an organization of information within your service on each individual screens, so that you can easily find the information you need going through each sections. So this will be mostly done by the architecture level or senior level tech leads or engineers. So in monomer companies, okay, next one is prototyping. So in this phase, you are going to be sitting with your team or user and testing what you built so far with them and checking that's going to meet their needs. or their goals, their achievements. And if it doesn't, then you need to go back to the design phase and reiterate again. And then go back to the user again and check if new iterations meet their needs. It's like going back to change and show them. And if he not happy with that, you have to go back in this process, the previous process. This is the process. So you are now in prototype level. So if the user not like it, user didn't have the feature he asked, you have to go again to the design and iterate and go back to the prototype and show it. And if there's changes, and then if there are no changes, then you can go to the next level. So we have a hands-on session about Figma soon. Mishan will done that in after this is my session. So you will find more interesting thing from there. So moving to the next in our process is implementation. So users and design isn't a linear process. So you need to approach the project as an entire and endless cycle of ideation and integration and testing over and over and over and again. And when you are designing a product using this process, that you can create several versions of the same screen of products. Let's say you have a shopping cart page, maybe you have to create a multiple version of that same shopping cart page and show the team or your stakeholder, the user, and you have to test the interaction and you have to choose the best one, something like that. And you have to test them against each other and identify the best version of your products. So that's how you choose the best one to the final development. So in the end, you're actually able to find the unique system that's going to work well for you and your team, but most importantly, for the user. So that's it from my side. So I will hand over the session to the Mishan.
Okay. Thank you, Janita. Right. Yeah, I will continue from this point. Actually, in my session, I'm going to cover web interface, designing a web interface from Figma, and how to do the wire prototyping things in that design through. So then this is, I hope you guys can see my screen. Janita?
Yes, so we can see.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Right. So basically, I'm going to design similar things to this, and we'll do the prototype part as well from this design. Right. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. I will go to create a new design file. I'm going to create a new frame, the desktop, and I'm going to resize it like 900. Okay. So then I'm going to create the navigation first. It will be like 300. Okay, then I'm going to create the header part. It's like 15. And also I'm going to create the footer as well. will be like 20. All right. So in here, and also need to create a line for background. Okay. For the colors, actually, normally we use this kind of color palette, which is using a material. So I'm going to take some colors from here. Right. I'm going to create a new color variable in this color, like maybe gray 50. Right. And then actually the navigation will be like background color will be like white. So then we want to use white. Okay, then I'm going to use our sample logo here and pasting it. And then starting our navigation bar. So this is kind of directly connecting to my previous one and detaching it. So then I'm going to use this font, and this will be like semi-bold, and it's like 14, and also need a color here. So then I'm going to take the color like 800 or something. Maybe I need to variable. Okay. Then we are going to create navigation items like here also I'm going to use same color and maybe completely no. Right. So then here we need the icons. So then for this project, I'm going to use these tabular icons. There are so many icon libraries available in the internet. Most popular is like Fontosum and the material icons also there. So then anyway, I'm going to use these tabular icons for this project. So then in here, you can see a plugin for tabular icons. You can search in here, see tabular icons. So then can open it like this. Okay, so then I'm going to the home icon, and here I'm going to use thin lines. So then it will be something like this. So I'm going to convert this into a component. In Figma, its components is a very powerful tool. As everyone knows, I think that it can use for many things in Figma. It will be like we can use it for buttons or navigation, so anything. And also we can use it for like auto layout creation, those kind of things. If you have a better imagination, you can do most of the many creative things with these components. So I'm going to create this like this one, and also we need like image. Okay. Something like maybe like this. Also reading it to component. Then I'm going to select both, and I'm going to create a component from those both of things. So you need to create like component set. Actually, right. This will be coming like this. This is like a variant for a component. So then it will be two components inside a single component. So then I'm going to rename it is like tablet icon, right? So then I need yeah, let's see. I'll show something here. I'm going to add this component here, right? So then I'm going to change this size for like 18. Okay. So I'm going to put this and something like this. And you can copy this and see when we are going to this icon, you can see the other icon as well. So then you can easily change it into this icon, and you can maybe change like this image. It will be simpler. So then you can create many items like this, and it will be getting us a lot of images, icons in there, and we can easily add those icons to your list icons, right? Maybe I'm going to make these like select all those, and I think everyone is know about the auto layout. In auto layout, we can arrange them as like whatever the selected item, like it will be arranged as a like a grid or something. So then when I turn it on auto layout, so then all the components like arranged as like this. So then anyway, I'm going to duplicate this. As you can see, we'll be nicely creating our list items. So maybe I can rename it as something audience something. We can reorder this like this simply. Can you see that? It will be like easy navigation items, right? Similar to that, you can do many navigation sections like this. I'm not going to show everything in here. And also I'm going to show you how to do a navigation item with the prototyping with the hover state and the expanded state. Okay, I'm going to copy this item and sorry. Pasting it in the same way. Let's see. I'm going to create a box like this. Like this. And I'm going to add another icon here. So then I need another icon from Tableau icons. So then I can maybe like down arrow something. I'm going to connect to a component, and this also like this. Right. So then I can see the icons from here. Simply you can change the icon. Right. So then I'm going to select all and create a component. Right. This will be the navigation icon. Right. So then I'm going to create a new variant here. So then I can change the maybe the background color maybe. So I'm going to use a color like something like this as my primary color. Right. So then that's the image. I'm going to use the background as the primary color. And it will be like white. So also will be white. This also. And yeah, and color should be white like that. Okay. In here, I'm going to add a variable because variable means there's a Boolean property because in some item, some navigation items, we don't have a sub-level. So then we need to hide that. So then I like that as sub-level. If it is true, then you can change it into, let's see, you can see the property here. So then you can show ID, right? So then I'll add another variant for the selected item. Actually, I need to rename this default, and this is the power, and this will be selected. Like that. So then I'm going to change the color on this, like maybe I need to select the color from like this. It's like 200. So it's going to this. This and if you change the color into default one, and it would be 200. Yeah, something like this. So then we need to do the prototype part here because in preview view, I can show you there will be no changes or active state in here. So then I need to change this, go to prototype, then I need to add the interaction on click. Actually, I need to first at the while hovering. So then change to property will be hover, right? So then let's see how it is working. See, hover effect is coming. So then after that, I'm going to add the interaction for the click event, and it will be changed to selected one. As you can see, it's not coming, right? Because we need to add this when it is clicked, it always coming to the hover state, right? You can see it in here as well. Oh, sorry. Actually, I did it in the duplicate, so then I have to do it in here. And just create the interaction like this as well. So then on click, not on click, while hovering, you can change it to the hover, right? So then here you can go to this one, change it to selected one. Yes. Okay, then let's see what's happening. See, it's not coming like this. So then when it is clicked, it should be go to here directly. So then we need to add the interaction from here to here. Change to selected. Hover is working. Now you can see it's the selected state also working, right? When I hover, it's going to hover state, and when I go back, it will be on selected state, something like that, right? So we need to add these kind of elements, actually duplicating the navigation items here in all navigation items. Now, actually, I'm not going to show everything in here because it will take some time to update the icons and all those stuff. So then I'm going to use previous created navigation here. You can see something like this. So then it will be ordered like this. You can see that this is the selected one. You can manually select it from the state here. So then I'm going to use this as a home page. So then it will be selected like this. Also, you can set it to the default as well. So then power selected, something like this. Okay. And, I'm going to create a header here as well. Then anything, something to the navigation, the people parties also this. Then the header part, and I'm going to change it to the background color like white. And here also you need to add a stroke to the right side. And then maybe color like color like blue, gray, 50, something. And add to the library. Blue 100. Okay, you can see the border line here. Okay. Similar to that, I'm going to add a stroke to the bottom side and make the color like blue, blue, gray 100, right? Okay. And in here we need some buttons with icons. So then I'm going to create a similar button here, like I'm going to create a pixel button here. So here button, and maybe we can change the background color to something gray something. Then I'm going to add that icon library also here with the component, and the color would be like gray 100 something. Right. So then maybe you can add a stroke very deep. Going to that library as actually it's already there. Yes. Yeah. This is our rounded button. So then I'm going to create a component from this icon and the circle. So then it will be, I'm going to rename this as an icon button. As you can see, it available in this local components. So then I'm going to add this here. Like this. Okay. Actually, I need to add some more icons here. So then I'm not going to add in this moment, and just I'm showing how to create other stuff as well. And also you can add this kind of button the right side as a menu navigation icon, and I need to hide this background for that navigation show hide icon, show hide button. So then I'm going to change this property in the background color, background actually as a circle. I'm going to add a property, something like show background or something. Right. So then when you move to this, you can see the this available that toggle button here. So then you can show hide the background as well. So then the same button we are using, but you can So hide the background as you wish to, right? Something like that. So then, and here I need to show the profile. Profile 40 into this. I'm going to use the same plugin here. And change the background color like blue 200 much. Let's see, like in 100. Yeah. And it's like that. And in here, I'm going to change the color in background, like to the primary color. And then this will be like sorry, this. And then I'm going to add the text. Indian. And this color is like 800. This will be like it is much like this color 500. Something like this. And also I need a button here. Sorry, icon here. So then I need to icon and this icon, and this will be like 60. And we can change to chevron like this, and color like this. Okay, right. Our main component is done. So then I'm going to create this as a component. Okay. I will name it as profile. Right. This is my profile component. It's available here. I'm going to here. Maybe I can make the font size. Maybe and from here I need the when I click this section, I need a drop down. So then I'm going to show how to create a drop down here. So then I'm going to create a variant from here. Right, some space here. So then this will be the default. So then this will be like expanded. Right. Then I'm going to create that component. That to the right place. Will be expanded. So then rectangle should be in the expanded. Something like this. And I'm going to change the Yes. Like this. So then I need to take this something like this. Expand it. Yeah, it's creating the the text and maybe my profile. Change the color. Something. Okay, I'm going to add the icon here. Something like this. You can create. Okay. Second variant is done. Into this one styling part. I'm not going to deep in that. So then when we are going to prototype, so then we can drag this arrow to this. On click, it will be changed to expanded. Maybe we can add a smart animation also here. Let's see how is it's going to show. Right, as you can see, it's coming, but it's not going to hide. So as you can see, there's no after going back animation, actually interaction. So then I'm going to add that as well. So then I'm going to add the going back as well to the default. Right. So then as you can see, when I click twice, it will hide, but it's not going to hide this when I click this right, this navigation icons. So then I need to add that interaction as well. So then I'm going to add, throw the arrows to the first variant. So then it will be like this. So this is the animation. Okay, then let's see. Right, as you can see, previous one is also there. When I click here, it also goes to the previous state. Right, that's how we are going to create a drop down. Right, yeah, actually, there are some stylings and doing here. I'm not going to do those in this session. Actually, so then I have created the component, and so then I'm going to replace it here. That also we have this in the yes. As you can see here, we have icons, and then I did yes, right. It's a simple drop down thing, and so then I need to create the entire cell. I'm not going to do that in detail because the time, and should be like background color should be like white, maybe you can add a stroke to the top, something like yeah, the 100 or something, as you can see here. I'm going to just add some text to there. Yeah. And also I'm going to make this as a component. Right? I'm going to make it as a filter. Right. Our main sections are done for this desktop page. Desktop page I will send it to like the dashboard. Right. And here I'm going to add some components to this section as we have previously created here. And I need to show something, something like actually we have some we have a lot of libraries in community to use in Figma. I'm going to use this 3D business illustration in my this design. So then this is available in the Figma community. So then I just copy that images from the library. And yes, let's see. Something like this. You can use this free available like this in here. So that's not loading. Please, this one is That might be the actually let's see. Anyway, that's fine. I'm not going to take much time on that. It's also taken from something similar like this. I'm going to go to the dashboard, income message, and this is the rectangle. I'm going to duplicate this. So then, and selecting that also, selecting that rectangle and with the shift, I'm going to use this image. So then after that, I can use a mask with that rectangle, use as mask. So as you can see, this image now will be in that compound inside that section. Right. Would be like that. Yeah, similar to that, I'm going to list some other compounds as well. And in here, I can show you how to create this donut thing. You can create this something like this kind of ellipse, and you can copy paste the same thing and scale it down. Maybe you can change it to like white. And then this outer unselected, you can duplicate it, copy paste. Right? So then there will be like that kind. So then I'm going to put the path mode in here. I'm going to create like a point here and in the center. And also connecting to this point. Right. Then I'm going to delete these points. And then you can see we have a piece of the circle, and you can change the color. Similar to that, we can create like another piece. I'm going to copy paste this and go into the path mode and create a similar thing starting from here. This and that point here. I'm going to delete these points. Will be like the thing like the color. So similar to that, you can create many pieces from that. Maybe you can add a stroke with a white color. Maybe you can add a general settings here. The outside, or the center, something like that. This will be like this. This is a normal pie chart, and with the top circle, it will be a donut chart. Then I'm going to do, as you can see, it will be like that. Okay, I'm not going to go deep in that. And right. Okay. Now here we have a component. This is a separate component named header, and this is also a footer component. Actually, I copied this from my other project, so then I need to connect it to the component, right? So then in here, this is not a component. I'm going to make it as a component. Right. So then it will be a separate component. I'm going to take this out. This will be the navigation. And so then I'm going to take this navigation duplicate. Is in here. So then and also so then I'm going to create another page. Like maybe table view. Okay. And then we remove these elements. Okay. The navigation, header, footer here. And so you need to add a heading here. So then I'm going to create another section here. Is going to be like text table view. And I'm also going to add the icon here also, as said. I'm not going to show that the deep. I'm just gonna paste at the US project section. Right. Then place it like this. As you can see, I have a button as said. So then this also a component. Okay. So then when we are going to duplicate pages, these are the main sections that we are going to duplicate, actually repeat. So then when I create another one, like maybe profile, right? So then this header is there, and I'm going to create a page header to this. That's it. This. Things like that. Okay. So then in this component, maybe I can create a property for this plugin. Maybe value will be like instance. Maybe we can set the component as well. If you have any other button styles from here, you can set the instance. Maybe if you are not going to use the same create new button, so then maybe you can use like add new item. You can change it directly. Right. In this table view, just I'll add a table here, something like this. And for a component like this, these are the table items, and these profile image. So then I'm going to use a profile image. So then actually I'm using a plugin. Actually, it will be an easy content creator for the profile images and some text content. This is the plugin. There are so many other plugins available in the Figma community. You can use any other tools as well. There are so many available here. So in this, I'm going to click the select this circle, and when I click avatar, it simply replace the image. Can you see? Then add those images to all these sections. Like that. When we are creating this kind of table, you can use create a row first. Just create a single row. Then with auto layout facility, you can duplicate and create multiple items. So then I used the auto layout and duplicate the same thing. This actually this is the main component, and these are the variants of the same component. So then when I change something in here, as you can see, all the other rows are changing. So if I need to change like color on this, see, you can simply change all the column text colors in here. And maybe I can use the gray color. Here, this gray color. Use the gray color. Similar to that, you can create components inside the component. As in here, I used another component for the states as well. I can show you that component. Simply, you can understand that also the same as other components. Here, you can see I have created 4 variants for the states inside that component. So then, as you use in here, you can select the status component. As you can see, the property have those variant names. You can simply change the variant from here. Actually, this is the main component row. So then, because of that, the others also changing. I'm going to show this in here, and you can change it to the trending, something like that. So as you can see, the components are very powerful tool in Figma. I think the popularity of the Figma also goes due to that component things in Figma features. Right. Yeah, I'm going to the next page and see. Let's see quickly the page content as well. That we can change this mail to my profile, right? Actually, this should be like edit profile. So I can change. Yeah, actually, in here I have a lot of other items here because I copied this component from my other project. So then all the available items you can. So then I'm going to use like my profile. Sorry, edit image. Then I can edit, right? Like that. Okay, and I'm going to create a section here. and identity and profile image. And the another section. And we change this to white. And here also I'm going to use that content view for the profile picture, just creating something like this. Display it. And for the background image, that also I think I can take it from this content plugin. Here you can see abstract. So then we can replace with abstract. Take some time. Yeah, as you can see, will be a nice background. So we downloading from the internet. Takes sometimes. Yeah. So it takes sometimes because it's maybe generating the image or something like that. Just leave it as it is. I'm just going to do some content here. These are just text areas. And also I'm going to put the basic content here. These are simple page designs. Nothing to worry about. Yeah. So then we have 3 pages. Right. So then I'm going to try to connect those pages from our main navigation. Okay. So then maybe first we are going to connect tables to the navigation. Okay. Then I'm going to prototype. Click already there because I copied from the other project. I'm just gonna click the introduction on it. Navigate to table B. Okay. Right. Let's see if it is working or not. Actually, is coming back. This one. Then I'm going to click on this. It's not available. Let's see what's happening. Actually, I'm going to connect it from here. Prototype. So they are going to navigate to table. Let's see. Okay, table. Okay, you can see the table. I think header is missing from here. Let's see what's happening. Maybe table is page header is not on the table view. Yeah. Going to the table. Yeah, table view is here. So then we need to go back to the home page. It's not going back. So then we need to create this. So first we need to change the state of this home page, home element. So actually the navigation icon. It should be like default. So then as we have selected the table view, it should be table view into the selected one. So let's see. Okay. Right, click here. Yeah, as you can see, the tables will be the selected one and the home is deselected. So then we need to create the back interaction here. Something like this, we can then look here, the arrow. Dashboard will be the smart animation. So then let's see, is it working or not? We go to the tables, yeah, it's working, and go back to the home. Yeah. Now you can see we are going to the pages. Right, simply we are switching to the two pages. And also I need to add that profile page link from here. Okay. Maybe just sorry, copied it from the other page. The variant is not available. I'm just going to show when I click from the this profile button. How is it going to the profile? Just I'm dragging it to the profile. And click navigate to profile. Right. These links are working. See, that also works fine. And I think my content is not in the page as I copied from the other page. And back here to the profile. Let's see again. So everything fine. You can see the profile page, and also this is active. You need to deactivate that. Deactivate that. You can to default state, right? So everything fine. And to the profile is not active, right? And also we need to create something called overlays. Yeah, I'm going to show something very quickly because we are running time. Let's see. I'm going to create something like the side panel. When I click the create new button, it will be shows the side panel from here. I'm just quickly create here that overlay. Let's see. It will be like 300. Yeah, 100. Maybe can change the background color to white and something. At the rough shadow here, we can increase the rough shadow, right? Let's see. Okay, and maybe the text here can items. And I'm going to add a button here. Let's say children. Icon. And again, when the appear icon, it should be the cross here. So then I'm just going to reduce the size. And just making line. So color, you can 300. So just creating inside that shadow. Now I'm going to add some elements to this. This. Right. Then I'm going to do these items inside panel. I'm going to convert it to a component asset. Right. The component. Maybe I can edit out. Then it will be easy. So then we need to create the overlay. Then I click on this button. So then go to prototype and can go here. And then it will be open overlay. Right? It will be open overlay. Previous connections also. Right. You can see open overlay goes to the side panel. It shows as instant. I'm not going to be this assistant, it should be moved in. As you can see, it will be coming from the outside. There are several other settings as well. Maybe we can add the background. I'm going to. Anyway, let's see how is it related. Right, let's go to the table. See, it's coming, but not in the exact way as we are expecting. Right, then go to this one, and it's coming like a center, right? Center to the screen. So then it should be like top and right. Okay. Let's see how is it going on. Create new, yeah. Now it is showing like that same thing. And I'm going to like showing the opacity of the opacity of the background like 50. Okay, you can see my screen. I'm just going a little bit fast because we are running out of the time. Yeah. Right. Something like this. You can, yeah, you can see it is coming from the side, and also we need to close it. We need to add an interaction here and here as well. So then let's see how we can add. We are selecting this button. Let's create interaction to this. Navigate, not the navigate to, just simply select this close overlay. Right. From here as well, it's already there. I will create again. Again it here. Navigate to close overlay. Just simply select that. Okay, let's see how's it working. Let's go to tables. Create new item. You can see. And when I click this, it goes save. And I click create new, it counts. And when I click create item, it goes save. Yeah. These kind of interactions we can create in Figma with the web design views. Not to the mobile. I mean, the mobile also has a similar kind of interactions, but the mobile use the user interaction methods is kind of different. So then what we explain here is the how we can use interactions. Actually, the prototype can be created in the web views using a Figma. Yeah, actually, I think yeah, I think we covered what we have planned for this session. Yeah, okay. So over to you, Nishka.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mirchan Gunavira, Mr. Janitha Kurupu, and Mr. Charita Veerasekara. That was an absolutely interesting session. With that, we have reached the part our audience has been waiting for, the Q&A segment. Fellow undergraduates, now is your chance to get all your UI, UX related doubts cleared out. So feel free to type your questions in the chat box and our workshop co-conductors from Wavenet will address them for you.
Hello, I'm audible. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, I'm confused with the task because you designed a web site dashboard, right? But the task is mobile application. I'm confused. It is a mobile application or web design website?
Janita, you can explain that. No? By the way, about your question, mainly we are focusing in here section here in this workshop. We are just showing how to interact with the web application. But in your assignment, it will be the mobile application development and design. Am I clear to you?
Sorry, can you please again?
Yeah, actually, we are just demonstrate the web application interaction designing in here to show you the prototyping section. So in your assignment, you have to do the whatever that explain in that assignment because it's explaining about the mobile application. So you have to do the mobile application in your assignment.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Welcome.
There is a question in the chat box. Do we need to create a mobile application or a web application UI?
I think the same question, right? So in your assignment, you have to do the mobile application for the practical test.
There is a question. In a built user interface, how often should the user testing be conducted? Yearly or in 6 months' time? I'll repeat the question again. In a built user interface, how often should the user testing be conducted? Yearly or in 6 months' time?
User will be in conductor means I didn't get that part.
In a built user interface, how often should the user testing be conducted?
User testing be conducted. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. In the build application, it should be like maybe sometimes weekly, or maybe sometimes it should be tested on a monthly basis. It's according to depends on the project, because if it is a mobile app, we need to regularly test the user experience, because we need to do the interaction improvements in a fast way, because the mobile apps are always updating, and the trends are updating. So then, especially mobile apps, we need to update it with the improved user experience. In the web scenario, if it is a website, yeah, it should be maybe like monthly basis. We need to check the user experience improvement. If it is like admin based, admin panel kind of thing, which we are showing today, we need to update it like maybe 2 months in basis. Yeah, something like that. We need to follow those updating process regularly. Janita, do you have anything to add on that?
Hello, Misha. No, actually, but there's another thing, and it is adding to the mission statement. We have to do the QA testing on every feature we release in new to the app. So let's say we are release a new feature to app using what we didn't have now. We have to do the QA testing. So I think that's another part when we done the testing in our apps.
Thank you very much. There's another question. What is the difference between wireframes and UI design?
So wireframe is like a basic structure. In the design process, we are starting. So in primarily we can start with the did you ask the term napkin sketch, which means we draw the user design, like web or mobile app user designs in a napkin, or in our normal use a sheet or in a drawing page. So after that, we are developing and adjusting the everything in changes doing in the wireframes, and after that, confirming all the features and function we need to do in the wireframe, we can move to the design. Is it asking from wireframe and design? No?
Yes.
Okay, and we have to go to the design. But in design level, we can also do the changes. Like in when I show that process, you have to continually improve that features and you can add the features and others options stuff in that wireframe, and again to the UI design. But most often, when you come to the UI design, you no need to add to the features or other options to the wireframe. You can direct to add and change it in the design. Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you for the explanation. Is there any more questions? So there are no more questions. And with that, let's bring the Q&A segment to a close. A very big thank you to the amazing team of UI UX experts from Wavenet. The insider tips and strategies you shared with us today were very truly insightful. In acknowledgement of their truly remarkable commitment, we would like to extend a warm invitation to Mr. Mishan Gunavira, Mr. Janita Kurupu, and Mr. Charita Veerasekara from Wavenet to accept the token of appreciation. Thank you once again for your time and dedication to making the final workshop of Mora UXplore 2.0 a success.
Thank you all for joining today.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.
In the end, memories are everything. So let's freeze this moment in pixels. It's time to take the group photo. I invite every single one of you to please turn on your cameras and be a part of the group photo.
Okay, Neil.
Thank you, everyone. And there it is, a saved memory of a community connected by their shared love for UI UX. Before we take a look at what's next in line in the competition, here's a quick reminder to all the passionate UI UX aspirants joining us today. Don't miss out on getting the official Mora UXplore 2.0 t-shirt, available in both white and navy blue. You can pre-order this t-shirt using the link on our website, morauxplore.lk. This announcement is for our semi-finalists. Regarding the competition, we have already opened the semi-final round submissions. The deadline for this submission is on July 6, 2024, sharp at 10 p.m. That is just 2 days from today. So make sure you submit your entries before then. From these semi-final round submissions, the top teams from the semi-finalists will advance to the final designer. You still have time to work your way through to the finals. So use every second in between and craft your best designs. We can't wait to see the incredible ideas you'll bring to the table. Time has passed and we have reached the final moments of this workshop. As promised, Mora UXplore 2.0 brought forward a series of 3 workshops for the undergraduate community in Sri Lanka to excel in their dreams in UI UX. In fact, Mora UXplore 2.0 is more than just a design competition. It's your safe zone to grow, evolve, and discover the amazing designer within you. We hope the guidance and support from our workshops have helped you to grow and redefine yourself in the world of UI UX. Before we wrap up today's workshop, on behalf of the entire organizing committee, I would like to extend a sincere thank you to our amazing workshop partner, Wavenet. and the team of the wonderful UI UX experts for guiding our young UI UX aspirants. And of course, a big shout out to every single one of you in the audience. Thank you for sticking with us this far. With that being said, the final workshop of Mora UXplore 2.0 comes to an end. Until we meet again, goodbye and take care. I am Neela, officially signing off.
Recording stopped.